Hello everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch, doing another Tea with Nan on a Monday at 12 o'clock. Welcome. I've got my Don't Panic cup today. My friend got me this, I love it. It's quite a big cup actually, I love a nice strong cup of tea. So it's 12 o'clock, I hope you've had a good morning and a good week since I've last been on here. There's a lot of people responding very well to all the things that I'm putting up here because everybody needs a bit of positivity, don't they? You know, they look at the news or they look at family situations, and before you know it, it's sort of eating into your own well-being, and you might have issues with your body or bad dreams or whatever. So basically, oh, hi Susan, you made it. Well done. You're the first person on here, and happy hugs to you. So I'm glad I've popped up onto your phone. And of course, you can always get me on YouTube as well. My website's gone. That went a bit sort of more prematurely than I thought. Oh, thank you, Susan. Happy Monday to you, darling. So my website's gone. I actually did plan that, but not quite as soon as it's happened. So it's where it goes. But if you can all get me on YouTube, everything I do is on YouTube. So, you know, you'll be able to sort of see me on there, if not on this particular platform. I love Facebook. Well, my Facebook's good anyway. A lot of people don't like some parts of Facebook, but I do. My Facebook's a lovely place to be. It's all full of positivity, isn't it? If you look on my Facebook, you'll see lots of things, nice provoking thoughts of good things. Oh, Sue's on here as well. Good afternoon, sending you a big hug. Oh, thanks, Sue. There's two Susans. Thank you. It's a Susan Club. And Mandy's on here as well. Hi, darling. It's lovely that you've joined us. Hope you're okay. So today, the lovely talk we've got today on this wonderful warm day, actually. It's actually quite a warm day out there. The woods are looking lovely out here and the daffodils are up, aren't they? So what's today's talk about? It's all about bedtime affirmations. Now, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it when I had to do it for myself many years ago. And I thought, well, at the time, it was the only thing that calmed my inner child when I was going through lots of negative situations and on my own with it and feeling very isolated. And I mean, we don't always have those situations, but there are times when you do feel alone and you need to actually support yourself. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for joining us, darling. Happy Monday to you. Yes, it is a lovely day, man. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. It feels like sort of spring, doesn't it? It's great. So today's bedtime affirmations. Why is it important to do, and why am I bringing this up today? Well, a lot of people I know are having bad dreams about situations. It could be, as I say, news events. It could be your family. It could be your own personal challenges. Whatever it is, people tend to have bad dreams about it or not sleep properly. And sleep's so important for you, isn't it? So it helps you to see every situation much better than you would have done if you were tired or overwhelmed. And most of us would agree with that. I mean, you look at a tired child, you know, by the end of the day, it's not the same child it was this morning when it was a really happy one, because we all get tired. And so it's very important that we sleep better, and certainly the better quality of sleep. So today is about bedtime affirmations because, as I say, I made it up for myself many years ago when I was sort of, you know, feelings are always more intense in the evening, aren't they? And especially if you're on your own. I was on my own and had loads of issues with things, and it all, you know, whirl around in your head, and that's what had happened to me. So I had that for quite a few years actually. So I decided to make up this. And I thought, right, I'm going to think of 5 things, just 5, like counting them on your fingers, okay? 5 things when I go to close my eyes to go to sleep. Because if I can reprogram my mind, 5 intentions of affirmations that I would like to see come true, wouldn't that be great? And that would soothe my inner child and make me happy, and certainly instruct my subconscious self, which is, as you know, a large part of us. Oh, Christine's here. Thank you. Oh, it's lovely. Happy Monday to you. So if I could reprogram myself a little bit with that, and I just kept saying to myself, okay, this happens instead. Tomorrow, this happens. Tomorrow, that happens. And I put it onto every situation around me at the time, you know, whether it was physical, emotional. Most of it was emotional, actually, when I think about it. You know, tomorrow I'm more hopeful. Tomorrow I'm able to cope with that situation, or tomorrow I'm feeling in control, or whatever those things are. Or tomorrow that situation gets better on a practical way, you know. So I kept doing this every night. So I'd find that I could sleep easier. And the more I did it, the easier it was for me to actually have a good night's sleep. Thank you for the hugs. That was nice. Good way to start the week. So I had to tune into my inner child, because my adult part of me go, oh, it's fine. You know, I'm not even going to look at that. But my inner child was feeling that anxiety and feeling that powerlessness. Didn't feel powerful in a situation that you get stressed and worried about, and especially at night. And well, before you go to sleep. I mean, some people work nights and before they go to sleep, they still have these issues in the morning. So I'm saying bedtime affirmations as opposed to nighttime, really, because it's when you go to sleep, when you go to rest. Oh, hi, Dawn. Oh, Julie. Julie, hi, darling. Julie Dawn. I saw Dawn first. So it's important to sort of set an intention for your subconscious to create. And that's what affirmations are all about. I did a Tibet Nan on the 12th of the 12th. So you can look that up, as I say, on YouTube, Nancy Finch YouTube. So, yeah, the power of affirmations, 12th of the 12th, 22. It's all twos, isn't it? And if you were to look at that, you'd see perhaps a little bit more why affirmations work so well in reprogramming your mind and helping you to become more positive. As you see in front of you, I have become a more positive person generally because of that. Oh, happy Monday hugs to you, Julie. That's lovely. And everyone. Oh, that's nice. Well done. Everyone's sharing the love today. Hi, Dale. Thank you for joining us. Happy Monday to you too. So we need to set an intention with an affirmation, because it does lots of things. If for a moment that you're doing that, for you're saying this is happening, tomorrow this happens, tomorrow that happens, and you're soothing your inner child. You're giving yourself hope. Hope is a really powerful, powerful emotion. And if you have hope, you sort of rise above those feelings of stress and worry, don't you? Somehow you have faith. Maybe something can change. Maybe miracles can happen. Believe in them. But you have to have hope, because without it, you're sort of hopeless, aren't you? And you're powerless besides. And if you're powerless and hopeless, that's not good for you. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your family or friends around you, because you're in an anxious state and they're going to feel it. And it's not helping collective consciousness either. So if we can just think, right, I'm hopeful and I'm intentional with these affirmations. So that's what I did. I counted. Actually, I did it with my eyes shut, because then you're not distracted by your external the room, the stimulus around you. So I would count as I had my eyes shut on my fingers, just 5, because you don't want too much emphasis on how many you're doing, but it helps you to focus on another one. And when you get to the end, you've done 5, which is great. So you can do more if you want, by the way, but if you do, just think. You're programming your mind, you're helping your body to feel better, you're helping to set the intention on a subconscious level, and your brain is listening. It can help to rewrite the program, if you like. If you, like me, have had loads of challenges in my life, then you could perhaps heal those with positive affirmations. That doesn't work for everybody, that's my disclaimer, but it does work for a lot of people if you can have hope, and think, okay, tomorrow is another day. And tomorrow I can change this. If you haven't got the energy today, and at the end of the day, most people haven't got the energy. They're tired. So it's important that we do have hope and intention, and then detachment. So you see, when you've finished your 5 fingers on here, 5 intentions, 5 affirmations, it gives you a better chance to think, okay, I've done that. I've got peace. And you're conditioning your mind to go to sleep when you have a feeling of peace, and you do need peace to go to sleep, don't you? So that's how I overcome those problems. And even when I had serious things going on around me and family members were very ill, and I could have been up all night thinking about it or worrying about it, as such as most people get into, and we all learn that, don't we? So we can overcome that worry and stress with an intention, and if we keep doing that, we're in control of it, or how it affects us anyway. So I did that, and I was able to sleep by doing this exercise, even in very difficult situations for me. So I did it over and over again every night. I put a little note by my bedside, bedtime affirmations. And I thought, this is going to work. Not every night, actually. Sometimes you find you might be out with friends, you come back, you can't be asked, or whatever. But if you can do it every night, wouldn't that be great? To rewrite the program and wake up feeling hopeful, which is what you want to do, really. Everybody wants hope, because then there's a chance to change your life for the better, isn't there? And I've referenced here on the board, I'm going to go all over the board today, but not in the right order. Annie, the film, you know, it's so cool. The sun will come out tomorrow. I know some people think it's a corny one, but it's a lovely song for hope, isn't it? And maybe I suggest that after listening to this, put that song on, you know, find it on YouTube or and just use it. The sun will come out tomorrow. It's a lovely song. And if you listen to the words, your inner child might respond to that. And it might just give you what you need to think, yeah, I'm going to raise my emotional balloon here. And then I can get more done. Because when you're in a higher vibration, you can actually see the world so differently. And then it's more likely that you'll have the good ideas that takes you into a new place. So yeah, the sun will come out tomorrow. I love that. Or I was singing this to one of my clients the other day. She liked it. Faith by George Michael. You know, you've got to have faith. So much fun. Sing it. I'm playing with a blue ribbon today. I'm feeling in a blue mood. It's very good for trust. So I was going to say you can actually get a blue ribbon like this, a dark blue indigo ribbon, and you can just say, I have faith and trust that all will be well. That's another thing you can do in the day. But nighttime, you can perhaps even hold the ribbon and think of 5 things, which is a nice thing to do, isn't it? This particular colour resonates with your pineal and hypothalamus in your third eye area, which is very good for calming you, calming your emotions, calming your actual hormones as well. Actually, I always need it for that. So that's a very good thing to use if you want to. But someone said to me, can I do this with my eyes open? I said, no, it's much easier if you shut your eyes, you know. Julie says, my uncle's favourite song was The Sun Has Got His Hat On. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that, Julie. Oh, my mum used to love that song as well. It's a beautiful song. Yeah, my son has got his hat on. Such an old song, but doesn't it make you feel happy? You know? So we need those kind of feelings to rise above our personal challenges and things we see around us, people we worry about, the world, if you like. You know, you need to rise above some of those feelings so you can see a way of helping and making it all a lot better for yourself, your family, your immediate place that you're living in. You know, your neighbours will benefit. If you're in a happier place, you spread out a nice vibe. And also collective consciousness, it gives the world a chance to recover from its challenges. So if you can go back into yourself, find peace within yourself, you're more likely to help the rest of the world just by doing that, because that's how we create it through a vibe. You know, it's lovely. So going back to my board, if your eyes are shut, you're focused, forgive the pun, you're focused on nothing. You're focused just on the feelings of the words that you're saying. So what would you do? What would those words be? It might be a physical thing, you know. It might be, you know, my knee gets better. I hurt my knee the other day, and I was thinking, oh, as you go to sleep, my knee is completely better. Tomorrow, my knee recovers completely, okay? Now, even if it did or it didn't, you're feeling good while you say it, and you actually help your chakras anyway, all of those chakras, but it helps you to feel safe, and that's what responds to this one. Helps you to feel in control, that's the solar plexus one. Helps you to feel, well, actually, it could. You never know. And as I say, it gives you hope, which is this one here. Hope, it responds to this throat chakra here. So if you can just, and even sing those songs, that's a good thing for the throat chakra as well. Singing's really good for you. So maybe put your favourite song on like that gives you a feeling of hope. But tomorrow's affirmations, that's why I thought of Annie, because the sun will come out tomorrow. Think about, even if you're in the darkest moments, and we've all been there, or if we're in a bit of a sad place or tired place, when you go to rest, this is a good thing to undo some of those heavier feelings. So say physical, that is better by tomorrow. You know, tomorrow this improves. Or it might be financial. It might be your relationships. It might be your family that you're worried about. This is very good for you. And it's good for them too, by the way, because as you're doing an affirmation, you're putting a good feeling towards their positive solution. And that's why you need it for yourself and you need it for them. It can work on another person if their soul is in line with your intention. It's almost like a prayer. They feel they can have, their situation can evolve to a positive place. And I've done this myself by thinking, you know, someone in the family or somebody I love, a friend, you know, even if you haven't got many people around you, you might just want positive people around you. And you make that affirmation. I have really great friends that are like-minded. that make me feel happy, whatever. Think about what it is you need. It's going to make you feel secure anyway by doing this, but think, what is it you need? Do you need health or wealth? Do you need more money? Do you need a different place to live? I find the right solution to this, or tomorrow if this happens, or tomorrow is the start of my new life, or tomorrow I find great ideas come into my mind. Those kind of intentions. So you have to imagine that you are in control of your life when you set that intention, and then you let go and you see what happens. And don't be despondent if you haven't got what you want the next day. Just keep doing it. The more you do it, the better it is, because you're actually giving yourself a chance to dream, to carry on dreaming about what you want. You know, it's not everyone gets what they want immediately. You've got to be patient. You've got to have courage actually to dream. And I did a talk on that, Dare to Dream, just a couple of weeks back. So if you want to look at that, it's the 24th of the 2nd, 25 course this year. And it was lovely. Dare to dream. We have to have the courage to dream. So an affirmation is about dreaming, isn't it? It's about finding, you know, what would you like to happen? And check in with your inner child. You know, your inner child needs you to be aware of your feelings, to change it, to put you in a place of change, to put you in a positive place, an intention to change your life. But you have to recognize it first, don't you? So that's where the courage comes in. So I've got an affirmation on the board because some people say, oh, well, I can't make up affirmations. I don't want to go there. I don't even know what I'm feeling. Some people are emotionally numb, aren't they? So this affirmation may help you to use your subconscious to create the affirmation for you. So I find it easy to create affirmations to bring me happiness. If you wrote that down, then your conscious brain might go, I don't. And you may have always struggled with, you know, putting affirmations together. But if you could just intend it and say that, your subconscious and 95% of your brain will go, I know how to do that. And suddenly you'll be able to do it. And I know this works on several of my clients, actually. I find it easy to create affirmations to bring me happiness. And then you've only got to think, what would they need to be? And I don't want you overthinking at night because you're supposed to be relaxing, but what are your challenges that day? You know, what have they been that have stressed you, occupied your mind? Okay, what has been in your head that's perhaps brought you energy down, or your shoulders? You can always tell by your body, oh, that's a bit heavy. What's heavy? What's in your head? You need to make affirmations to the opposite of a negative. Or if you're having a great day, more of the positive. You know, if it's great, if you're having a great day, I continue. Tomorrow's another great day for me. You know, an affirmation of what's actually going on for you that's good for you. So that's all very good. Oh, hi, Jane. I haven't seen you for a while, darling. Thank you for popping on. Bedtime affirmations is what we're talking about today and how important they are, because you can always wake up with another positive thought that comes from that as well. Happiness is a big ask. I know, Susan, but if you were to say that to yourself, you know, it's great. Oh, hi, Annie. Another one. And Val, thank you for joining us. I know happiness is a big ask, but you know, a lot of people don't realize that happiness isn't really on the outside of us. We can make ourselves happy on the inside, and then more likely to attract it into our lives by the law of attraction. Oh, thanks, Val. So happiness might just be the simplest things. It might be a bit of peace from that, or the bill gets paid, or the children are okay, or you know, things like as big as meeting your soulmate. People might go, oh, I'm so lonely. And don't worry, we've all been there. Oh, hi, Kat. Thank you for joining us, darling. And so it might be that, you know, you have some emotion that kind of feels heavy and very demanding on your emotion, your thoughts. So if you were lonely, if you were sad, think about the opposite things. Just think, what would I like? I'd like to feel this. I'd like to feel that. So one of my clients did this for her soulmate. So she said, tomorrow, I'm hopeful of meeting my soulmate. I have faith and trust my soulmate is coming to me. And you know, the more she did that, the more she opened that up to her mind to accept that. And you know, she did. Of course she met her soulmate, because after a while, it depends on your acceptance of it. But if you think you deserve it, you're more likely to bring that into your life. And she did. I'm not saying it works for everybody, but it can work if you get out your own way. So when you say about tomorrow's affirmation, I'm looking at the board here, you say it as if you've jumped forward. So how would you say that? So tomorrow, say you had an interview. Tomorrow's interview is great. I get the job. And it's almost as if you've jumped forward in time and it's great. And you jump back to now and then you know it's going to happen. It's that kind of trust you've got when you say it, as if you've jumped in time to actually see that happening. I have, I am. And you don't use the word will, because if you say will, that's kind of like, it's not really experiencing it. So you almost jump forward into, oh, tomorrow I get this. Tomorrow I have that. But if you say will, it's almost, will never really comes. It's almost like it may not work. You know, it can work for some people, but I haven't found it really works efficiently for me. So, so tomorrow I have this, or tomorrow I think differently, or tomorrow I'm more positive. And this can work on a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual level. Tomorrow I have great ideas to get me out of this situation or to help me with this or that. And as I say, you can do other people as well. Tomorrow, this family member is okay. Tomorrow, this situation evolves, whatever. So how would you use it? Think about all those different things that you might need or want and think it's possible. So tomorrow, I have, I am, they are, whatever you want to say. And if you feel you want more, do more. Okay? Would it be security? Would it be, as I say, situations? We've all got situations. Use a situation to play with this idea. So tomorrow, that situation evolves to be okay. I'm always walk the talk on this one. I have done it for a long time. But it's a nice thing to use before you go to bed. Some people like reading or doing something before they go to bed to wind down. This is a very nice way of winding down, okay? And it affects your chakras. It makes you feel in control, comforted. It makes you feel hopeful. It's a really nice thing to have. Makes you feel secure for a moment while you're doing it. You're feeling secure. And by the law of attraction, because you're feeling those feelings, you're more likely to attract more of it within your existence. And I haven't actually put this on the board. You're more likely to sleep better and have less bad dreams. Now, I was always suffering with bad dreams. I still do occasionally. But if I do this, I don't. I don't get any bad dreams if I think of the affirmations that I want for the next day, something I desire. Okay? Freedom from anxiety, Susan says. Yes, exactly. Anxiety, Susan, anxiety lives in the solar plexus here. It affects your whole body because it affects the solar plexus. If it's low in energy, affects the whole spine. And anxiety is all over your body, in every muscle and every nerve. So when you're doing this, you can help to calm your central nervous system. You help to feel in control. Anxiety is part of that area. So when you're calming yourself and feeling that it's possible to have a different solution, it just might be. Tomorrow could happen, could be a great day for you. Tomorrow things might change. You're giving yourself that hope, that energy that you need. And to actually set that intention in your subconscious to bring that into your consciousness when and if it can the next day. And if it doesn't, well, keep going at it, because while you're doing it, you're actually sleeping better. As I say, less dreams. A lot of people are having really bad dreams, or they're waking up a lot. You know, when you're worried and stressed, you don't sleep very deeply, you know? So it's dare to have those bigger things, Susan. Dare to imagine that tomorrow you can be happy despite what's going on, or despite the lack we have in our lives, okay? There's always some positive from that. And all you've got to do is be aware of what you would like to have if you had a magic wand, like a child. So let's create that in our minds before we can see it in our consciousness. You've got to be able to create it there first. You know, how can you have a dream come true if you don't have a dream? You've got to see it. You've got to believe it before you actually see it here, because you're calling it to your consciousness. And you're helping everyone around you by doing it. You're helping collective consciousness. You're helping your friends and family. Perhaps you inspire them by being a higher vibration, you see? So, and you'll find, you look back and you'll think, wow, the more you use it and the more you perhaps you see the evidence from it, the more you trust yourself. And your inner child is more secure. And then you're less likely to be anxious anyway. How great is that? So you're reducing stress and worry, and you're helping yourself to stay physically and emotionally and mentally well by practicing a good thing like Bedtime Affirmations. And as I say, you could use a ribbon for it. That'd be quite nice if you want in the day to remind you that I have faith and trust that everything will be okay. So we're going back to that hope again. And I've got a lovely, beautiful symbol that I did, very simple symbol actually. And I did this a while back, but it's a really nice one to think, just to reinforce those affirmations in the day maybe. I have faith and trust. And if you look, it's got a T and an F. Can you see? T and an F. So I have faith and trust that that affirmation will come true. So you might see this in your mind if you get to learn it. It's very simple, isn't it? After you've done your affirmations on your hand, if you want to, see it in your mind. Okay? Drift off to sleep with peace in your heart. And anxiety, let it go. Let it go because you're feeling something positive over a negative. That's why I'm asking you to do it. As I say, and also you draw more of that into your life. Because the more you think about something, the more you draw that into your life. So if you're thinking positive, you're thinking, wow, I can invite more of that in. And then your luck changes. And you feel like you've got some hope, some positivity, that leads to some action, that leads to some result that you're looking back on thinking, I did that, So please share this with everybody. I'm looking on my board to see if there's anything that I've missed out. Oh, only one thing. When I first wrote this board, I haven't actually gone back to the beginning, but, our thoughts and feelings through the day, they build up, don't they? And they sort of sneak into our subconscious pond, and you don't realise that might be worry, as I say, stress. But everything you've got around you is leading you to have some feelings, some thoughts and feelings that we think is just going to sit there and I'll start, fine, I don't really get affected, but we are being affected. So just in case you're worried, and you don't know you're worried, just in case you've got anxiety about some situation around, that's your opportunity right now to think at the end of the day, really, what has been in my head today? What's been in my head? That's been in my head. And I watched the news about that, and that's been in my head. And, children, family, soulmate, finances. Perhaps you need a holiday. Tomorrow I find a way of getting my holiday sorted. Whatever you feel your inner child needs, your state of being needs to be peaceful and acceptant of that. So create it in your mind first and see what happens. And while you're doing that, you're going to benefit on all those levels. So think about right now, I'm looking at my board again, think about what it is that you would like to have to bring you that feeling of control and comfort. What would bring you reward? And dare to dream of that as you say the affirmation. Tomorrow, I find a way to achieve that. Tomorrow, I have more energy. Tomorrow, I'm more positive. Tomorrow, I am able to bring happiness to my life. And you can go on. And you can have the same affirmations each night if you choose. It depends, whatever you want, okay? So you have got lots of things to think about. This is a win-win-win situation for yourself, for others, for your inner child, to reprogram your subconscious to positive when we might have experienced negative or worry for all your life, like me. And I grew up with worry and stress all my life. So I do know that when I recognize it, taking action over it does certainly help me on all those levels. So I hope to be an inspiration to you. Please share this with your friends and family. And it's getting a lot of lovely feedback from my talks. And I'm really pleased to say I'm here for you, because it's just a great thing to share positivity with each other, isn't it? So I'm asking you to look at those two songs, Annie, the sun will come out tomorrow. Just think tomorrow is another opportunity to make your life much better than it feels right now. There's always something we desire, and there's always something we can look for. Oh, thank you, Sarah. She says I'm an inspiration. That's so sweet. Thank you. Well, I've had to learn to inspire myself when I've felt these feelings. So, I've been lucky to have these tools that just come to me, and then I'm able to share them. And when I share them, and people come back to me going, well, that one really worked for me. So I'm just happy. I'm happy that you're happy. And as I say, you need to have hope. It's very important we have hope. Without it, our energy is low. Our emotional balloon is low. We're like Eeyore instead of Tigger, aren't we? We don't want to be, although Eeyore's lovely. And I'm sure Sarah would agree with me on that one. Eeyore's lovely, but we want to have Tigger moments, don't we? So I think that's about all on my board. Yes. Work it on your hand. Don't forget, if you do your affirmations, you're doing that in your sleep, or in your sleep, and with your eyes shut, and you're drifting off and you're thinking of all the positive things. You know you can release when you've done that 5, okay? All right. Love, thanks. Love that song and words, says Mand. Yeah, I do too. Isn't it fun? Do you know my inner child loves that possibility the sun will come out? It's nice, isn't it? And Susan said, thanks for a lovely talk. And that is very sweet of you, darling. Thank you. And I hope you all have a really good week and practice this. Try it for a week, okay? Oh, thank you, Julie. That's really nice. You're very welcome. I love being here for you. So share this with your family, friends. As I say, it might be the one little thing that helps give them the energy to go through this week or to get through their day, okay? It's good if we can be there for others. So think about what's missing. Think about what you lack. Think about what you're stressed about, what you're worried about, and do an affirmation to say you have the positive from that. And then really enjoy it in the now moment while you do it. Lovely. So namaste moment, and time's marched on. And I shall see you all again next week. Really enjoy this one because, as I say, listen to songs like Faith by George Michael. Write your affirmation out. I find it easy to create affirmations to bring me happiness. Use your faith and trust if in the day you doubt it. Oh, I like the heart. That's a nice, beautiful heart, Mandy. Thank you. So use anything at all that I've talked about that works for you. And I wish you all a really lovely week. And I shall see you next week, next Monday. Take care, everyone. Lots of love to all of you. And namaste hugs. Thanks for listening. Bye.